Hello, good evening, welcome to another episode of Easy 8's Online Painting Club. Oh, for the first time in a long time I managed to get my own name wrong. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another week, welcome to the live stream where sometimes I say things and they get recorded and put on the internet for all time for you guys to look back and entertain yourselves with. If you're new here, Easy 8's not a tutorial show or anything like that at all. It's just merely a place where you can come online, live, make some friends and kind of join in the hobby together. Doing the thing that we all like to do. It's been a tough week for me, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. I haven't done anything this week at all. I really wanted to, been really enjoying painting this little thing recently. The last few weeks have been really struggling at work, and things have come to a head in a way that we never thought would ever happen. So I'm a little bit off my game today. I'm not on the best form. But I really wanted to come here tonight because this is what we do. We get together, we talk, we carve out a couple of hours of our week every week to get together and do the thing that we love to do. For the last 16, 17 years, I have worked at a local children's activity residential outdoor pursuit centre. I absolutely love it. It wasn't a job that I ever thought I was going to do when I was younger. It's wonderful. I've literally changed lives. Absolutely fantastic job. I left it for a little while thinking, I've done with this now. And then I realised very quickly, after the dark roots of depression stuck in, that I had to go back. And I've been there ever since. And I've seen it through tough and fair. And just this week, we discovered that our centre that I've been at the entire time is closing. And we're all being made redundant, or we're being made offers to go redundant. And it's been a real stick in the ribs. I haven't quite processed it yet. I'm really angry. I'm really sad. And I don't really know what to do. I don't know what that means in terms of the future of Easy 8. It'll always be around. I always want it to be. But there might be some weeks where I've got stuff to do. Or maybe some sort of emotions to sort out and deal with. This week, it seemed like an easy thing to do was just to kind of bail out and not come along. But wasn't doing anything. I'm just a little bit off my game a little bit. So I wanted to come along and just lose myself for the next couple of hours with the company that you provide me. And hopefully that's the sort of company that you guys get. Hopefully you guys aren't experiencing anything as bad as facing joblessness and redundancy and the end of something that's an epoch for me, really. Or hopefully you're not experiencing anything worse. Hopefully you're having a lovely week. I'm having a bit of a shocker, if I'm honest with you. And I'm really quite scared and I don't know what to do. And it might come out tonight. I might drop a swear. I might get emotional. I have a little button, which means I can go to pause if I need to. But I wanted to take the opportunity to thank everybody who's been a part of the Easy 8 journey. This isn't an end by any means. I'm just saying thank you for coming along and making it, making this part of the week just really kind of cool to hang out with you guys, make friends and just join in this hobby together. It's been a wonderful journey. It's going to go on. For the next couple of weeks, I'm probably going to be very, very vulnerable. I won't be here next week because we work in a seasonal environment. I'm a permanent employed member of staff, so I work through the winter, but all of my team are seasonal, so they work 9 months of the year. And at the end of October, beginning of November, normally they would be going home. Dax is just down there. Can you see him? Hi, Dax. I've let the cats in today. Normally my team would be going home for Christmas, maybe getting a Christmas job, maybe going travelling, that's quite common, and then come back in sort of the end of February. They can't. That's all done now, and we've got 10 days, and that's a real poo. it's really sad, and the centre that I worked at has been there for 40 years, and it's just gone. And I don't quite know how to process that. I've been made some wonderful offers. I can go do what I want to do anywhere in the country. Don't want to move. Don't want to go. Well, I'm 43. The day that the centre closes is my birthday, so that's nice. And I don't want to move. Like I'm old enough. My friends are here. My family's here. In this wonderful part of the UK. So I don't want to move. My partner, Katie, she works in a very similar job, doing very, very well for herself. I'd have to pull her away from that. And I know that if I move away, I'll have a really good time for a very short period of time. And then I'll get depressed. And then I'm stuck. so I know that I've got to stay here. So I don't know what to do in terms of my employment. I'm not a skilled person. I'm not entirely employable. Like, I don't have a wonderful set of skills that I could just walk into a trade. Yes, I've got a lot of experience doing what I do, but it's not a common job, and you don't find it around everywhere, and there's not something on every street corner, and it's that makes you feel quite vulnerable. So I suppose tonight is really just an outlet and just kind of sounding out the inner emotions that are kind of floating around here. It's not just me, it is the whole centre. There's a better part of 30 to 40 people directly affected, and of course all of the extensions to those people as well, including their families, their nearest, dearest, and their friends and things like that. And a couple of us tomorrow. So when I say my team, I have a team of like activity instructors who I manage and develop. Go, buddy, where you go? Oh, it's Binker. Both cats are in. Yeah, I look after those guys, but I also have like an office team, a group of peers who all do similar jobs to me and work in the office with me. And what we find even more valuable and wonderful than the job that we do and the reward we get from that is the team that we work with. I've never ever worked with anybody so uniquely wonderful, beautiful people, both physically and just emotionally and mentally. A very gifted, a very talented set of people. And I know that a few of you watch this out there. I know you don't really engage with it very much, but if you do watch this, I love you all with everything I've got. And we are meeting tomorrow to kind of talk about what all of the options are that we've been presented with, and if there's something that we can do together, because it would just be a wonderful thing to come out of this. It might be the best thing in the world, but at the moment it is the biggest daunting cliff I've ever stood in front of. And yeah, someone said to me on a funnily enough, just the other week I went on a mental health first aid training course, and someone said to me that sometimes the bad things, when you're looking at them, you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, but you got to be careful that light isn't a freight train just coming towards you with nowhere else to go. So we're just trying to take the time to process sensibly, maturely, give ourselves the time to kind of organise those thoughts and emotions, and hopefully come out on top and do something together. Because if we don't get together, we're gonna, for all the finest intentions in the world, we'll just drift away and, you know, split up. And I'm sure we'll keep in touch, but that is not the same as working together every day. That is not the same, and none of us want to lose that. So that's a big thing. That's a really big thing, and that's not just something cool that happened. We worked to achieve that very hard and dealt with a lot of stuff on the way, and I'm struggling to be in a position where I could potentially need to let go of that. I don't want to, and I don't think I should do, and I'm very, very scared. So tonight, I'm not in the best place. I'm in the best place I could be. I've got cats. My partner's out. She's working at the minute. But, you know, I've got you guys here, and that's what I've come to do. So I don't know how much painting I'm going to get on with this evening. But, as always, it's just really, really good, no matter the shit that's going on in your life, just to come home to do something fun for a couple of hours with people that you get on with. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. That is a bombshell. I've dropped that on you, and I humbly apologise. It's just great to be able to have that support group. So yeah, if I cry, I'm a man. I'll take it, and I'll do it. I'll do it live on the air. I don't really mind. But I've got myself a cup of tea. Alcohol is not a good thing to associate with the bad times. I'll see how I'm feeling later on in the second half. Maybe it'll be time for a grown-up juice. Maybe it'll just be time for another cup of tea. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for coming along this evening. Cheers. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. And I hope you guys are all having a wonderful time. Please don't do the following out of sympathy. Do it if you genuinely like what we do here. Please find the time to subscribe. Say hello to Binker, the girl cat. Please don't climb on everything or drink the paint water. Don't do it. It's clean. Please don't drink the paint water. Cameo appearance from the cat. They just had their dinner. There we go. Please subscribe if you're interested. If you know someone out there who's looking for a wonderful little community of people that do what you're doing. Your spoon, get out of it. I can't see the screen. I don't know what I'm doing. Cat. Yeah, look, subscribe. It'll make my day. It'll be wonderful. 210 subscribers in the moment. Maybe we'll get some more on the way. It would genuinely, literally make my day. Can you get off, mate? Come on. Come down. Thanks, chicken. Come on. Yeah, the whole world will wait for you. Yeah, bored now. Right, cool. That was fun, wasn't it? Beware the tank killer. Who have we got in the live chat today? Lots of comments going on in there. We've got Crumbs, we've got Stafford, we've got Shiv from Table of Horrors, we've got Kez, we've got, I'm sure I saw Adrian in there somewhere. Where's Adrian? There he is. Hi, Adrian. Hi, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming along. Your head cold doesn't seem so bad now. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't. Sorry for dropping that all on you. That was a really rubbish thing to do. It's crappy news, especially as I know how much you loved your job. I didn't just love it, I lived it. It was honestly, I was made for it and I never knew it, and it was wonderful to discover that in a wonderful way. So yeah, it's the pooest thing. It sucks, but when you look at your skills, you'll find that you have more than you think. Attention to detail for one. Thanks very much for that. Yeah, I've got some things. On the side of the table. Like there's some options ahead, and perhaps I'll talk about those in a couple of weeks. Let you know what's going on. I cannot imagine losing your job that you love. Yeah, I can now. Didn't want to before, but can, and it's pretty sad. So, very sorry to hear your news, Danny. Yeah, thank you very much. There's a lot of love coming in here. Thank you very much. Two cats. Beware the tank killer. Yeah, that's the one that will eat all your miniatures. Prototype gem and tank the catter. Yeah, love it. Cool. Do you know what? Just going to head on over to the workbench in just a second. But if you are working on a project this evening, please do tell us all about it. Drop it in the live chat if you want to. You can find us also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Discord at the end of the evening, where I don't know if I'll be hanging around. I might just go and shoot some bad guys in a video game, but I will be doing whatever it is that I'm doing on Discord. All links to our platforms are just downstairs in the description, so please go check it out with a host of links of people who I just like. So you should go and check them out too, because they're cool and I like them. Crumb says, pool your skills with a talented terrain builder that you know. Yeah, I could do, but it doesn't. It's a hard life being one terrain maker. It's a very hard life being two, trying to support two households. Believe me, thought about it. It's definitely something that will keep me occupied until I settle into something. Look, man, there are some offers out there. There's some opportunities out there. There is one, I'm not going to talk about it because it's so pie in the sky, but there is one unbelievably enormous mammoth opportunity in front of me, and I don't mean that it's like a great opportunity. It will be a great opportunity, but it is honestly the most high-scale thing that I will ever undertake in my life if I manage to go through with it and I find out a little bit more about what that opportunity is tomorrow. I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it right now, but there's a lot of things that are facing me at the minute, and they're all just very, very scary because I've been taken away from my comfort zone. So, time to find a new comfort zone and go and paint a thing. I'm going to go to the workbench. Here we go. Time to send your feet pics, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's a mammoth task, and yeah, just don't want to do it. Scares me. Oh, I should need some tea. Yum yum. Anyway, I hope all of your weeks have been well. I've got I'm going to have a lot of messages coming in this evening. I'm being spoken to by a lot of my colleagues as we're all being made offers and we're all trying to decide what it is that we're going to do. We are all as nervous and scared, etc., as I am right now, probably more so as well. So I'm getting a lot of calls. So I might be quite distracted, might be kind of like not in and out of the room, but in and out of the the painting thing here this evening. Let me move this microphone. I haven't sorted out my mic this week either. Shiv sent me a lot of links after a big discussion last week on Discord about different mics and mic quality and setups and things like that. On a shoestring budget, was able to kind of help me put a shopping basket together for a really decent analog microphone system to improve the audio on this show. Suffice to say, while I'm being confronted with joblessness and redundancy just before Christmas as well, I'm gonna take the time to just not spend for a while. So while I want to improve this camera here on the workbench, while I want to improve the sound of this audio, I'm just going to hold back on a lot of spending. I'm probably going to be cancelling a lot of subscriptions like Netflix and Amazon Prime and Spotify. And the last one to go will be Easy 8. Now, the subscription for Easy 8 doesn't mean that the show will stop. It just means that I stop paying for my premium overlays. So there's in the screen here where they've got the neon border, things like that, and the transitions, for example, like this. Things like that, they'll disappear at that point. There'll still be a bit of music, there'll still be like the little ticker tape and things like that, but all the kind of glamorous things that make the show look a little bit more cooler, nay sexier, they'll be gone, because it costs me £20 a month to run this show. So yeah. Status is already on the run. Mate, you can enjoy whatever drink you want. I'm the guy in dire straits, so I think it's just a safe thing. I had a little beer earlier on just to kind of chill out and enjoy myself and have a chat with my friends, but I don't try to not associate alcohol with the bad things, because I want to be very careful about how I word this. I don't struggle with depression. I have had depression. It is safe for me to say that I have depression. I've done a very good job whilst doing the job that I do to never really struggle with it whilst I'm working. Times that I haven't been at where I work, it has all gone away like magic overnight. It's a wonderful thing. It sorts me out, and I know that around the corner, the ugly little thing is waiting for me. But I'm trying to be responsible, and you know what I mean. So I don't want to know that I could very easily get depressed very soon. And alcohol's just not a great thing to be kind of going into with that. Does that make sense? I don't like to talk about depression myself. I don't really talk about it to many people. Some people who know me, this might be news. But I don't like to talk about it, not because I'm scared of talking about it or I'm embarrassed or anything like that, but because when I've been at my worst, I know that there are people out there who struggle so bad. Just an immense soul-crushing thing, and I never have it as bad as some people, and I feel like an imposter, so I don't really talk about it a lot. So yeah, some thoughts for you to go away with there. Stafford says crowdfunding. Do you know, I'm totally all up for that, but I don't know where to start with it. I don't know, is that the best thing for Easy 8? Is it? I mean, you guys tell me. I'll make this show for you. You tell me if you think it's the way to go. It's a bit of fun, and if you guys genuinely want to put money in for it to make it a better thing, then I'm humbled and I'm flattered and blown away. I really truly am. I don't do this for the like spam. I don't do that. You should definitely like this video, by the way. I don't do it for that. But if you want that, then of course we can go down that route. But I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll need an online help, assistant, supervisor, marketer person who can help me do that. But yeah, cool. Let's talk about it. Crumb says, it's the host that makes the show and the info you provide. Thank you. Again, flattered. Honestly, I truly am. I don't know what information you're talking about that I provide, but if I'm providing you with something, cool. Go learn something. I'm already on the run. While using super glue, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, I could write you a list. It'd be a very short list, but I think we'll get to the chase pretty quickly. When you wake up with a panzer stuck to your cheekbone, is that a possibility? Maybe. Right, let's get stuck in. I did a thing. Changed my paint water today because it was gross. I left a little bit of tea in my cup last week. I looked at my cup when I came into the studio and I tilted it ever slightly, and it was solid, and the skin went. So I had to go disinfect my cup. Such a skank. Right, cool. Gonna get my 000 because I want to do today what I wanted to do over the week, but I didn't get a chance to do it. Are the stacks. I think that for now, the carapace on the back here is done. I like that. I want to move on to this little piece under here and this piece on the tail here. But before I do that, I want to move on from the stacks because I think it's all looking really cool, but it doesn't look finished yet, so I want to do those bits there. Yeah, that's it. Sound. I have used Eshin Grey, so I'm now going to go to Dawnstone Grey. Going to give that a bit of a shake. No money for a Waz. Sorry, mate. Do you know what I can do? I can give it a hand Waz. Waz-o-matic. Yeah, I still got the stuff there. There you go. What a week. Absolutely, what a week. Titio pot there doesn't want to close. There's a switch. Old tissue there for the paintbrush. Has got a new one right here. Clean that out. Right, I want to make my paint a little more supple, but I don't want to add like water really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a drop of flow improver. My dad's in. Been doing stonework all chuffing day, so it's vodka time. Are we allowed to say your hand wears? Well, I've already dropped a swear on today's show, and I've already done a pre-warn. So I'm going to say it today. You can say what you want. I mean, you guys can say what you want anyway. I don't impose any rules on you. Just don't be a wrong un. And you know what I mean by that. Stop it, internet. But the retarded medium. Stop it from drying out so quick. Yeah, just today it's just a tough old day. And if you've only just tuned in and you all know what I'm talking about, honestly, if I go back over it again, I'll be another 24 minutes. So go back to the beginning and listen to all the stuff. Oh, I just poured in way too much retarded medium in there. Right, that's distressing. Let's see if I can scoop a little bit out. Saved. Oh, it's just behind my camera screen there, so you can't see what I just did. Yikes. Just poured in about half a pint of it. Cray. I'm going to add just a tiny drop of water. Retarded medium's a funny substance. It's like a gel. It just slows down the drying rate of the paint. It just allows you that little bit extra time to work with it. And it really is quite effective as well. Like if you add in quite a bit, it will take a long time to dry. So I've just added in a gallon. It will never dry. We can say what we want. Nuln oil is overrated. I've said that live on air. I've thrown paints in the bin, man. Yeah, man. Nuln oil is overrated. Absolutely, it is. Yeah, old news. Can't scare me with that. Oh, there's a cat. You know what I mean? Completely random question. Does anyone have a picture of Bovington's Panzer IV from above? No. Do you know, interesting. No, I don't think. Well, I've actually searched for things like that before. For the obvious thing, you want to get the camouflage pattern on the top, right? No, I don't know if there is one. You might be able to, just a quick Google search, you might find something like that. Google Maps might work, but it's indoors. Maybe there's an opportunity there. You know, someone. Hello. You know, someone with a drone. You could arrange with. Is it Chris Willey, the guy who's the curator for the museum? You go in there and do a little flyover over everything. Maybe they've got photos of it themselves. Get in contact with them. I'm sure they'd love to know about it all. Second edition is best edition. Controversial to a degree. I like second edition, but I like 7th and 8th more. Right. Okay. I know by moving the microphone away that I get a bit quieter and whatever. What are you doing? Wait. What are you doing? Don't be sus. Don't sniff paints, man. He's a glue sniffer. I'm so sorry. We'll have to have another trip to Bovington. Yes, we will. It's also camera, so you wouldn't see it on the Google Maps anyway. Right. Okay, so I am gonna. If you go over there and attack that, I can see you looking at the scroll ticker tape. I can see you looking at it. Don't be a poo face. Thank you. Don't do it. Whatever it is that you're about to do, make better life choices. Thanks, pal. Dax, ladies and gentlemen. Head scratches to Dax. Okay, here we go. Some crumbs. He's actually really fond of a head scratch. Doesn't like back scratches. Yeah, does not like tummy tickles. You're eating my expensive brushes. I'll be very cross with you. Stop it. Stop it. That's a Raphael Kalinsky brush. Please do not eat the Kalinsky. Thank you. Chill out beside me if you want. That's fine. Just don't eat the brushes. Or drink the paints. Or pee anywhere. Oi! Knock it off. So my intention with these stacks is, as you can see what I'm doing right here, and I did one a little bit last week, is to make, like these plates here have these kind of linear lines on the plates here. That they have these linear lines that kind of makes it look like that there's like, you know, growth that kind of goes one way. So I want to do it with these stacks. So by making lines, splits, cracks, etc. down here, kind of give the visual impression that it's happening in that direction. Does that make sense? So, and then what I'll do is I'll get the highlight colour in, and I'll make it even brighter on the ends as well, just like you can see the different colours on the plates. It's the first time I've done this on these stacks. You going down? Yeah. First time I've done this sort of pattern on here. I'm just trying to take my time with it. Probably go this way, shouldn't I? But I've got a lot of distance to go because I've chosen to not do black at the bottom because it merges into the dark grey at the bottom. I've only got 3 colours rather than 4. So, the first colour is the colour. This is the second of 3 colours. I want to come down about 2/3 of the way, I suppose. Making sure I get a decent coverage. As I get closer to that terminal point, start stretching it out into singular cracks and lines. I don't have to stick to that distance, like religiously or anything. I can, like, you know, go a little bit further, go a little shorter. That'll make it look more random. That'll be fine. Needs to be a little smoother, so just going to add just a little bit of water, loosen that paint up, means it comes off the bristles a little bit easier. Got the mix almost perfect last week. I can hear you through my noise cancelling headphones. That says a lot, doesn't it? Yep. You'll also notice I've got a big elastic band on the side of my headphones. One of the things I've discovered that my headphones are struggling with is charging, and the cable sort of gets a little bit looser. So very technical application of an elastic band has saved my original pair of broken headphones after I've swapped a few components out from the newer pair that I bought that just died a little while ago. Animals take after their owners. What are you trying to say, man? Easy 8 came for the painting, stayed for the cats. Yeah, a few cats do like belly rubs. Mine did, but mine were weird. One of mine loves them, the other one does not. Nice shiver. The lesser spotted scale 75 and Horizon, you find that they sent the wrong set. Is that what's happened? Have I missed that? Oh, they should arrive tomorrow. Okay, cool. Hello. Yep, knocked the microphone. Cheers, pal. You can't see him. Oh, there he is. He just jumped up on the side. Thanks. Don't be a douchebag. Do not jump up on the shelf. Do not eat the models. I thought I'd let them in today because it'll be a pleasant distraction, I thought. They behave themselves generally when they're in here nowadays. Jumping around on the table, Dax, is vibrating my painting. Basically, mate, I don't like it. Stop it. What are you doing? What are you up to? Hey, watching the screen. if I wiggle him. This isn't Binker. This is the boy. This is Dax. My latest subscriber. What you can't see, he's literally face right up against the monitor. There's a monitor right underneath the camera here where I watch everything. Liking it. Some fun, mate? Having a bit of a panic, boy. Don't know where to go, do you? Dax has yellowish eyes. Is that a question mark? I can't see who that comment was from. Yes, he has very, very yellow eyes. Sometimes they're more yellow, sometimes they're very green. Oi, oi, no, no thanks. Get down. Come on. No. Don't make me kick you out. You won't like it. That's where all my miniatures are, all lined up on a shelf just above the monitor. And he was like, oh, I'm going to go up there. Yeah, sometimes his eyes are more yellow, sometimes his eyes are green. I've got a beautiful picture that I'll put up on Facebook later on. Excuse me, no eating the miniatures, thank you. Put that in there, leave it. Bad. I'll put up a picture up on the Facebook so you can see him later on. His beautiful eyes. Very pretty cat, and so is his sister. She's a bit of a porker, but they're both lovely. No matter what your animals are, if you've got animals in your life, they certainly bring joy to your world around you. I couldn't imagine life really without them. I don't have children. I have cats in lieu of children, and I love them all the same. He's really watching the go. It's quite crazy. Quite a tough task. I thought it might be a little bit easier. Not that easy. Trying to make this. I feel like when I get the first one done, it'll be like easier to do afterwards. But yeah. Think that I'll just do 2/3 of this colour, 1/3 of that colour. I'll do it in lines. The easiest thing to hold and to physically. What I'll probably do later on is I'll come in with a darker grey that you can see there, and I'll neaten up what I've just done. Dust. Oh, okay. There it is. Might get the brush in the right angle here. Gonna sit there all day just staring at me? It's a bit weird, isn't it, really? Right, okay, on to the next stack. Quick rinse out. Water. Bristles wet. Just seen on my watch the Purple Line Creations. That's my dad, Jeff, in the live chat there, ladies and gentlemen. I just posted Facebook page. What he's been doing over there, maybe exciting. Pictures of his latest project. Just gonna sit down there? Are you just gonna sit down on the Tyranids, are you? Okay. If I move this and I move this, that make it a little easier for you? You just take a little seat there. If you want to stay there, that's fine, mate. Bless him. What he made me think of Germany, yeah, blah blah blah, blah, take my breath away. Out this, yep, cool. I'm not going to talk about Team America, that's clearly what you're talking about. That's a little bit too risky for me. Hey Dax, brother. Yeah, I can see signs of eating. Whatever it is you're eating, please don't. Thanks, mate. Well, that's a good consistency I've got there. It's just Dax is just sat on the desk, just in a big pile of paints and miniatures, just looking a little bit uncomfortable to be honest. But he's going to stick it out. Give him credit for it. Winds of Change are sung by Hasselhoff. You guys have gone there already, haven't you? You've just gone a bit mental. I agree with Shiv. 80s thrash metal is chef's kiss. Yep. So I've got quite a wide range taste in music. I say it that way because I don't like the word eclectic. I think it's overused by people who are trying to be fancy. But yeah, I like quite a lot. And when I'm feeling rebellious, they always say like, if you want to be a rebel, classical. So what's your finest classical music? What's your favourite there? If I'm feeling bellicose, I'll go for a bit of Johann Strauss anytime. But generally, I like to go for a little bit of beta. Not a fan of Mozart. Tried to get into Chopin. That's a little hit. But yeah, kids, if you want to be a rebel, I love Billy Idol. He's one of my faves. But that's not how you be a rebel, man. Classical. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, I just slipped and went. Bleh. Ah, frustrating. Just there. Good enough sitting there, boy? Have a good stretch? Cool. See ya. I can see Francois has joined in. Tchaikovsky. Good choice. One of the classics of the classics. Hi, Francois. Thanks for coming along. How are you doing, man? Let me just wash my brush out because it's getting a bit caked in there. Verdi and the Four Seasons. Yeah, that's a good choice. That's definitely a good choice. Elgar, Tchaikovsky, Barber, Beethoven, and John Williams, my go-to composers. Love that. Bach and Beethoven. Scooter. Release. Vivaldi. That's a nice one, isn't it? You know what I absolutely love is get your favourite track from your favourite composer, maybe your top 3, go and post them either in Discord or on Facebook. Facebook's my preferred media during the week, but for those of you who don't use the Book of Face, stick it on Discord. I'd love to actually sit there and listen to what you suggest as your favourite rebellious music, which we have decided today is classical. Third and final stack on the... Already done a little bit on farting around with it last week. Big part of me just wanted to say Motorhead. Yep. Thought it might do, but I didn't like that. Prodigy. Sometimes when I'm feeling really rebellious, Prodigy is where I really go. Get my punk vibes on. I know there's a lot of you out there thinking, what do you mean by punk? Like, honestly, Keith Flint was the finest punk ever. Don't care what you say, that guy embodied punk. Punk evolved into electronic music. The time that the Prodigy became a thing. And he had that rebellious nature, he had that rebellious side. And his music reflected that, but the guy was a gent and a genius. Utterly mortified, so sad when he passed. I remember the night that it was announced in the news, the street that I live on just blaring out the Jilted Generation for hours at maximum volume, and no one complained. No one. Voodoo People, the Pendulum remix. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Pendulum are cracking as well. A different way to the Prodigy. Struggling with that a little bit on the front of that little one. I think I've made my paint mix a little too watery. Okay, for now, that's done. Would like this little bit here to come down a little bit further, I think. Says it's done, moves immediately back into painting the same thing. That last little bit just doesn't want to get the paint on it. Like trying to use a ballpoint on a greasy bit of thumbed paper. Come on. There we go. Little bit childish on the front there. I said to the 5-year-old, can you draw me some teeth? It kind of looks like that. Just trying to make it look a little bit more, you know, fine, a little bit more finesse going into it. I'm going to leave that for now because I think I can tidy that up with the darker grey and just kind of, you know, merge the two together and make it a little bit nicer, especially on the back side down there. He says go straight back in for another pass. Leave it alone. Good lord. What I need to do now is move on to the next 3 stacks, get that done, and then I can move on to the highlights and then just kind of keep going back to the different colours and just doing bits and pieces with them. Oh, excuse me. We are at that time though, it's time for a bit of a break, but just as we get there, we've got Christudis has joined us. Cheers all. Hope your hobbying is going well, but more importantly that you are enjoying it. Danny, that line work is chef's kiss. Twice we've said chef's kiss this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. The line work here is certainly better than on the stacks. The stacks, I will get there with it. Hello, cat. Yeah. It takes a minute to kind of get into it, make sure the blends of paint, you coming up? Make sure that the blends of paint are working well for me. And I have to just kind of go backwards and forwards between the 3 different sort of grades of grey until I, you know, make the lines look a little bit neater. Anyway, it's time for a quick break. I'll be disappearing for about 10 minutes. I'm probably, because I'm feeling quite good now that I've been chatting with you, kind of got it out there in the open. Difficult stuff to talk about at the beginning of the show. And I'm feeling pretty happy, so I might just go hello. Yeah, thanks for moving the microphone. Cheers for that, knob. I'm gonna go get myself a beer. I want to see my friends. I can't see anything. Don't come over. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be a bumhole. Get up. Get out. Wait. Stop. Come here. Don't show your bumhole to the whole world. No one wants to see it. I'd like to be able to crack on with the show. Don't drink the paint water. Boom. Stop it. Over there. Face now. I don't want to see your butt either. Well, I can't see anything, ladies and gentlemen. So wait, I'm just waiting for Dax to make up his mind, see what he's going to do. We're going to sit back down again? Alright, mate. Alright, pal. Alright, buddy. He's a good boy. He's looking after me today. Static X, the executions of Linkin Park's going down. Yeah, Static X is okay. Not a massive fan of Linkin Park. Like, I like the occasional song. But some of their like more popular songs that everyone likes, just a bit overplayed for my tastes. We happy? We good? Can I move on with the show now? It's time for a break any second now. I just want to get to the buttons. Can I get to the buttons? Oh, I can't. I'm not allowed to. Right. Shall we go get some snacks? Let's go. You guys should go and get some snacks. And more importantly, you guys should get yourself... No one wants to see it, mate. Get your butt off my microphone. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Go change your paint water. See ya. Good lordy. No! I was about to say to you, Crumbs, yeah, I think everyone is away being sensible or responsible. Christulus is there to prove us all wrong. Hi, welcome back to the show. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing okay. If you've just tuned in, my name is Danny. Welcome back to Easy 8 Online Painting Club. For the remainder of this evening, which is one more hour, I'm going to be sat here painting my miniatures with you. I have been joined in the studio today by both of my cats, who've now decided that they're going to go outside. So I've left the window open for them so they can run around out there. So I've shut my door. There'll be no more cats for the duration of the show. So sorry for the cat fans. I do love them. They are great. But I haven't got an awful lot done because they're just trying to eat my brushes. Ugh. You know, stuff. So we had a snack downstairs. I brought myself a snack. I'm going to do that so you can't really see it, just in case YouTube decide to shut me down for wrong advertising. I love those monster hand shaped snacks. Got myself a chocolate biscuit. Got myself a pint. Is everyone drinking responsibly? Yeah, why not? Ah, there's so much crisp in my mouth. The show started differently than normal. I thought I'd just break the pace a little bit and just behave like the child that I am. So, yeah, I went and got myself a different beer. I didn't have any Hobgoblin left. I really do like the golden Hobgoblin. It's really, really nice. But my friends the other day came over, and Stafford came over to my house. Who's in the live chat now. Hi, Staff. No, it wasn't Staff. Sorry, it was Dave. Dave, who sometimes watches the live chat. Dave, if you're watching the live chat right now, if you're in there, I know that you struggle to type sometimes on your phone, but if you could just smash the hearts button, then I know you're there. Dave brought up some beers, and he brought me up a Doom Bar. So if anybody likes Doom Bar, this is Doom Bar. Love it. Yum. Cheers. Happy weekend, everybody. Yum. Well, that's certainly different from the usual beer. I'm going to have myself another crisp, and then I'm going to crack back in. Because it's funny to talk and eat at the same time. Don't do as I do, kids. Right. If you like what we do here, please consider subscribing to the show. We've got a new subscriber. I don't know if it came up on the screen earlier on, because I'm not always looking. But maybe it did, maybe it didn't. So I'm going to push the replay button. Thank you so much, Anne-Marie Vogeli. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much for subscribing to the show. I'm making a right hash out of this, aren't I? I love you all. Thank you so much. Subscribing to the show it's not just making a number go bigger and my ego go bigger with it. It's literally, it is making the community bigger. That's what the show is all about. It's about bringing people together, doing the thing we love together, whether you're great at it or rubbish at it. In fact, I said this on the podcast a little while ago, which you can find on Easy 8's Facebook page, that Shiv and Table of Horrors, who's in the live chat right now, organised and ran and edited and distributed. You can find it on Amazon Music. You can find it on a couple of other places. Is it on Spotify, Shiv? I can't remember. We chatted for 3 hours about stuff and things, man, and it was so cool. I've dropped my card. I don't know where I'm really going with this. But we had a great time. We love the show. Subscribing, make the community bigger. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Silver's Scratch Built Productions. I always want to say Sliver because I can't quite see the I and the L on the screen now. I'm getting a bit old. Love you all, your tut. Yeah, no, I do. I love the show. I love all of you guys. The community. It's about you. We come together. I remembered my card. I don't believe in good or bad art. You are an artist or you're not. Everyone's got the capacity to do it. Some people are just more experienced and can deliver what they see in their head better on their medium. So yeah, go be an artist. Don't think about good or bad. Just go do what you want to do. Take pictures of it. Stick it up on Facebook because we're over there as well. You can see some of my stuff on Instagram, and you can join me after the show on Discord if you want to at the Easy 8 After Party. All links to platforms down there. Go and check them out. That was like really camp. Go check them out down there. It's on Spotify. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Hi Silvers, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Mike's also joined us. Yo. Look at that. We've got an almost record number of live views going on at the same time. Thank you very much for coming along, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. Let's move on away from here. Gonna go back down to here. Go. Yeah. You know what? Swig of the booze. Yeah, how strong that stuff is actually. I think it's like amazingly strong. Tasty though. Right. Stacks. All I've done this evening, because of cats and distractions and stuff, Yeah. That's all I've done. Nothing wrong with feeling fabulous, Danny. Thanks very much, mate. Cheers. Oh, don't drop it. Just needs a little bit of water just to wake that paint up in there. It's got its medium in there. It's got like a flow improver, and it's got a retarder medium to stop it from drying out. So it's still active since the beginning of the show. But it is starting to settle a little bit, starting to dry. Homogenize, is that the right word? Really should look up the definition of homogenize. Someone's going to stick it in the live chat in a minute. Right. And Fabulous Danny is his upcoming feet pick name. No. Feet pick calendar for next year. Crazy. Anyone working on anything they want to talk about? I'm working on my my new Screamer Killer. It's all about carapaces at the moment. It's looking really cool though, isn't it? I like it. The contrast. Hopefully that's going to really like soften out when I hit it with some grime. I'm going to do streaking grime or like maybe some brown dark oils on him and things. So I'm going to do like basically an oil wash over him just to kind of grime him up. Stop him looking so bright and colourful. I want them to be bright yellow colourful, but I want them to do it in a grim dark way. Does that even make sense? You know what I mean. I want them to look so friendly comic book characters basically. Right. Some paint on the old brush. And we will start that again. We'll go right to the front here. And I think, excuse me, what I'm going to do, I got the snots ever so slightly, so I'm a little bit like, you know what I mean. I just blocked in the top, then just worked in the lines to streak downwards. That might be easier. So what I was trying to do on the last one was actually like draw lines and then kind of make them meet up. And then I was struggling to block out the top because I'd already done the lines in. If I block out the top now, it kind of makes it feel like I'm progressing faster. Crumb says he's working on a semi-unpaid commission piece. Semi. I did give free agency for anyone to say whatever they wanted, as long as it's like, you know, not criminal. It's absolutely fine. Just because I'm having a bit of a mare this evening. Ooh, a neat, says Christulus. Catching up on what I missed, and I'm loving the term handwaz. Yeah, well, the handwaz has been in the show for a little while. It's not a red light show, you know what I mean? But it's yes, it's handwaz. You can have that. Stop saying handwaz. No. That sounded like the fakest laugh. I just ran out of breath. Unless I have no scope, then since I will. Am I missing something? I missed a comment. If I missed a comment, no scope. It says, well, try shift. My semi has 18 wheels. Oh, I'm having a slow evening. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Every week there's something that I read that I just don't get in time and make myself look like a complete idiot. Tricky bit because my arm's right in the way. Where I want to hold it is like, I can't get there, so I have to like hold the brush right at the end, right, rest my hands on the claw, and then hope that I get a good shot, basically. Creepy cool. Around my face. I'm not entirely happy about that. It's always important to waz your hands after painting. I don't know where we're going with this. No, Danny, that's my dyslexic fingers. Yeah, okay, man. Sure, you can take the blame for that if you want. Whatever. Let's have a look at some of these comments going in. Working on a mini of the month to enter the local Warhammer monthly painting competition. That sounds exciting. Photos on Facebook, please. Good on you for competing, says Christulus. I haven't been brave enough to yet. Yeah, I've never done any kind of a competition, really. That's it. Too much rum has been consumed. Construction's been put on hold before I lose a finger. That knife is sharp. You got super glue, man. Everything will be fine. You have 9 more stuff. You can cope with the disability. Yeah, man, just go for it. If you're responsible enough to decide that stuff, it sounds like you still need more rum as you're making good decisions. No, it's just to clean up afterwards. Well, clean up, schmeen up. I was there for a second. Some of the trickiest bits is just in behind these stacks here when there's another one right in front of it. It's really difficult. Blood for the blood god. Stafford, if I could get with half a leg with 3 toes, I'm sure you keep losing a finger. Even if it makes a mess. Yeah, man, he's leaking claret. Yeah, from any Guy Ritchie film. Yeah, alright. He's leaking a bit of claret. Just offended every Londoner doing that accent. Oh, sorry. Excellent. Another crisp. Time for a crisp. Thanks for the positive support. You're welcome. Guy Ritchie's a poet for our times. He absolutely is. So crunchy. Yum yum. I love childish crisps. From Christulus, I had to cobble together a portfolio of photos for my mini this week as I didn't have one. I may have someone interested in my work on a part-time basis. Fingers crossed. Mate, that is so cool. Well done. Good for you. That's amazing. I'd love to see some of the pictures of your work if you're allowed to share those photos. It'd be great to see your portfolio. Stick them up on Facebook if you're inclined and allowed to share it. It'll be great to see it. That's fabulous. Well done. What flavour crisp? Roast beef? I'm a vegetarian, but I'm allowed to eat beef flavour as long as it hasn't been anywhere near an animal. It's okay. So, well, the closest to an animal is me. Yeah. I like the pickled onion flavours. But the beef one, they just get me. I just love them. Yum yum. I said yum yum a lot today because I'm 6. Starting to run out of this paint. I'm hoping I've got 2 more stacks to go. Hoping that I can get these done, and then move on to the highlight colour. I'm not going to be able to finish these today, clearly, but I think I could certainly finish off this colour for the most part, and then come in with a highlight at least before the end of the show. Still got like half an hour left, that's great. Yes, don't be such a big girl. It's only the dull blade that hurts. Yeah, true. Trade Description Act. Don't start calling it out, mate. Will do. They're just my minis I've painted for me. That's really cool. I'm really impressed and proud for you. It's a great moment, right? This is my quiet concentration voice as well. Like I know, very quiet, not being a very good host, but sometimes I get right in the zone. When I go quiet, I'm often quite aware of it. Mascol by Humbrol is great stuff, says Adrian. Is that one of the products that you can get out there for masking off areas so that you can paint unimpeded by areas that you want to paint around? If so, how do you use it? Is it like a liquid mask where you paint it on like almost like a PVA glue and then peel it off later? Or is it like a sticky tape kind of a product where you mask out where you want to paint? Or am I even on the right tracks? There's something called Mascol, and it's nothing related to any of the above. Tell me how you're using it. What you're using it for. I think I'm pretty close to getting these done. Move on to the little one now. I think can I? Am I allowed to move on to the next one? Brain? Or have I got other things to do? Gotta go back and look at what's done some. Oh, a little bit out of shot there. Silly Putty does the same thing. I think you could play with it like a stress ball. I use Blue Tack like that. It's a great fidget toy. I use it in the office a lot. If I'm like working on something I need to concentrate, I'll have a little ball of Blue Tack in my hands, and I've discovered lately it's a very good stress reliever as well. So maybe I should get myself some Silly Putty. Liquid mask. Paint it on, wait 20 minutes, then do your painting. When finished, peel it off, and yes, the peel off is most satisfying, kind of like when you were a kid and painted PV on your hands. Gotta try a Silly Putty trick. A purifying face mask by Seventh Heaven. I'll give that a go as well, why not? Yeah, I think I need to give both these things a bit of a go, right? How much do you get in a pot? Is it affordable? Is it quite expensive? Will it last a long time? Will you go through it quickly? Who knows? Till Adrian tells us all. Another crisp, please. It's a great combo. I'm loving that. I mean, it's awful, but it's yum. Stafford says, so I'm trying to build Panzer IV from Bovington. It's an Aus D, but with added armour. Is there a supplier where I can buy that additional armour from? That's an interesting question, because I've looked at buying lots of add-on bits and pieces for 135th kits, which I believe is what you're working on. There are loads of suppliers out there, but I actually find it quite difficult to hone in on a particular supplier or set of suppliers where it's easy to kind of navigate the things you want. Perhaps the community here in the live chat will be able to do a quick Google check and see if they can come up with some bits and pieces for you. I think by and large, all the side skirts, all the shirts and bazooka plates and things on it, I think it'll be pretty standard stuff, and the rest is just jerry cans and gas masks and spare wheels and bits of track and things like that. But yeah, I wouldn't know where to start looking for it. Try Dragon. Oh, okay. Cromlech, do they do historical stuff? They do a lot of add-on stuff. I don't know if they do historical stuff, do they? I know they do like a lot of sci-fi, space orc stuff. Worth having a look, for sure. But you'll find that for 1/35th armor, or basically the large-scale stuff for historical armor, you'll find very elitist companies and websites out there. When I say elitist, I mean that in a kind way. Like they are very, very niche, very particular, and often quite low-key. Additional turret armor I'm struggling with, says Staff. Yeah. Yeah. You might be quite lucky cruising around on the 3D printer world. So for that, I would suggest Thingiverse, Shapeways, and Cults 3D. And spend some time searching for it, because the obvious things that you'll type in sometimes won't get you what you're looking for. But you will find millions of things out there. Really squeaky nose today. Dragon 135th, do all the bits you could need, laser cut brass, etc. Best on the market. Well, there you go. That tells you what you've got to go and look for, doesn't it? I was Going to stay on longer, but gotta go. See you all next week. Thanks for stopping in, Christula. It's always a pleasure to see you in the live chat. Thank you very much for your ongoing support, and the best of luck with your recent endeavours. I hope it goes really, really well. Mask comes as a 28ml bottle, should last a fair while as you don't use much to mask off an area. Not too bad on price, it's £6 off on Amazon. Might have to go and have a little looky look, because I could do this. I have thought about it before. Do my yellow effects, mask off all the yellow, spray the grey. Would make life a lot easier. Absolutely. Is it easy to remove? Do you have to like pick at little bits? Like a PVA by comparison, like it can often leave lots of taggy bits all over the place. That could ruin a whole paint job. One's upside down. Tricky. Right, for now, I'm happy with that layer of grey. I've got to go back in and do a lot of neatening up on that. It was much harder and time consuming than I thought it was going to be. It was actually good fun though, I enjoyed doing that. But I need to go in now with the highlight grey, as you can see I've already done on the rest of the carapace. So this one here is separated, so it needs a good hand waz. And a drink. Another crisp. Yum. To go back onto the mascol substance, light rub with a paintbrush to get started, then peel. Light brush after with a paintbrush to remove the last vestiges. Vestiges, great word. Good word use there, Adrian, I commend you. This idea get floated on Discord last week. Who is up for a Discord-related drinking painting session around Christmas? Absolutely. Would love to do that. Let's discuss some ideas as the weeks go on, please. Staff and his rum seems like a good bet, and Jeff and his vodka. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. That would be great. We could all just get together and have a good old party. Lord knows I'm in the mood for a party. Right. I'm going to go back to the first one. Because it's the driest, right? Right. Just going to go for a little bit of paint. Because I don't think I'm going to go on much longer this evening. Just because my head's all up in itself. And I'm a little bit distracted with the news that I've had. And after the show, I'm probably going to go and change my shirt, get something comfortable, steady, and go and shoot some bad guys on Space Marine 2. I will be on Discord. You can come and join me. I'll be on there for a little bit before I go and do it, of course. But I think once I've finished my painting this evening, I think I'm done. I don't want to ruin it. I'm not going to use any retarder there because I'll be in it for very long. About a touch of water. Go. That looks like a good mix. Maybe a bit too watery. Whatever. Do not mix rum and superglue. I may need some assistance. Couldn't leave it alone, could you? So much Nuln oil spilt in a good cause. Anyways, I have a pup looking at me as if to say it's time to go out now, so I'll see you all next week. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks for coming along, and as always, thanks for your constant support of the show. I really appreciate your company. Staff's gone quiet. You think he might have bled out? He's alive. Glued a shot glass to your hands. Have you? Have you? Just the bottle. Just the cork. Can't close it. Got to drink it. Oh, what a shame. Oh, those crisps are too good. I've got to keep on going. So sorry. Yum, yum, yum. Right. Yeah, I think I made that paint just a little touch too watery. That's okay. Have a little bit of fun just kind of putting this paint in the right sort of place. Oh, it's pretty good already, doesn't it? I'm doing something very different here because I'm not having to go all the way down the side of the stack with this colour. And the paint just behaves much better. Like sort of mid-grade though. Able to kind of get some streaks just straight off the bat. So I've made a good enough consistency here where it just behaves quite smoothly. it's just such a tricky way to hold the miniature and kind of get your brush in there and whatnot. Damn you, rum. There was a slippage with a knife. Claret occurred, so it seemed like a good idea to super glue it closed. It's a great idea. It's exactly what it's made for. I've glued my own wounds together before. Oh, keep rubbing into my microphone there. Classic bit of concentration voice. Super silent. Sometimes when you're painting, it's going to happen, man. Staff has got to go. Right, guys, I'm off to bed. We'll clean up the desk tomorrow night all. Yeah, need more rum for the anaesthetic, absolutely. Staff, after when you try to get your knife again, go for the one in the middle. See you, staff. Take care. Before bed, minimise the hangover. Drink water before bed and minimise the hangover. I've also been told oranges or orange juice, pure, obviously, because apparently liquid alcohol will drain vitamin C from your system as fast as it will water. So you become like vitamin C dehydrated. Please do look up. Tricky little thing to paint this, but certainly is fun though. Brush out. Sure, I've got another crisp in here. Oh, I have. I've got little bits. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the tip. That's what the tilting function's for on the chair, right? If anybody's reading what Shiv just wrote, don't do that, kids. That's the beginning of a downward spiral right there. Right, that was a healthy snack, wasn't it? Okay then. Nice and quickly. Onto this little middle stack. See how much harder that is to paint, or if it's easier maybe? Who knows? That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I think it needs to have more of an effect in there. It needs to be a bit more streaky. But at the moment, it just looks like some heavy colour kind of just sort of moved up and down. I think if I spend a bit more time, maybe re-establish the dark grey, re-establish the really light grey, and just use that mid grey, and maybe just kind of like, you know, make lines that kind of go out either way. That makes sense? I think that might be a good way of kind of recovering the very patchy job. I knew it was going to be a bit patchy going into it. Like this was always what I'd done the other week was accidentally realised how I wanted to do it, but eventually my first real go at it. I mean, I've done stacks on some other models, but they're not this good. Very rubbish. It's so tricky. Find all these lips. Right, well, that's all I've got in me this evening. I think that's... Yeah, I've got to play around that a little bit more. The lines that I've done, as you can see here, especially on these two, the lines are too thick and bold. I want them to be a lot more thin and narrow and plentiful. It's just very tricky trying to get in there and do it. If that's the best that I can do for now, of course I'm happy with that. I'd like to neaten it up a little bit and obviously get all 6 of them matching and looking really cool. But at a distance, it does blend in very nicely, and of course I will make the insides black and whatever. There's a part of me that wants to actually do like almost magnetized or pinned in clouds of mycetic spore. Is it mycetic spore? No, mycetic spore is drop pods. Miasma, yeah, miasma clouds coming out of them, basically spores, to make them look really, really toxic, just for funsies. But I'm not gonna. So yeah, there we go. But I think it looks kind of cool. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. I'd love to know your thoughts on. Thank you very much. Let's come away from here now, because we've run over a little bit of our projected time, but I was a little bit late in anyway. Yeah, fine, whatever. We're always late. Who cares? Shiv says, I've heard that not drinking heavily is the best thing to do for a hangover. Yeah, absolutely. Can't agree more. What does Jeff say? Or very heavy all the time. Once again, kids, don't drink like that, please. That's very true. Cool. I hope you've had a good evening this evening. And I hope you've had a much better week than I have, for sure. And damn nice, says Jeff. Thank you very much, Dad. Cheers. Yeah, I hope you've been having a productive time doing all your hobby painting, getting on with whatever it is that you're doing. If you are painting something this evening and if you want to show it off, please do take the time to stick a photo up on Facebook. Or you can show it up on Discord if you want to as well, because that's where some people like to share their stuff. There's links to all of our platforms downstairs in the description, so go and check all that stuff out for me. We're on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube and on Discord at the Easy 8 After Party, where you can join me after today's show for a quick chat on the video chat if you want to. And then I'm just going to go and play some Space Marine on the video game. You can watch me play that if you want to. I'm going to be on there for a little while. I'm going to go say hi to my partner first, because I think she'll be home very soon. Yeah, and that's about it. Like, I'm really sorry for just kind of info dumping at the beginning of the show. It's a really big life event for me. It's really serious, and I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. And I just, I suppose, take a bit of comfort in painting my models. I got the show and I got you guys, and I'm sure that if this was just like a local community, not online, I'm sure I probably would have talked about it there as well. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for supporting, and I know that people are going to reach out and say nice things. I've been getting things like that all evening on my phone. Friends that I know and people I work with have also been really, really nice. And kind of stepping into this void of unknown territory, and it's incredibly intimidating, and I feel very, very vulnerable. Sorry. Thanks. I expected this evening to be a lot more emotional and potentially cry on the air and stuff, but I appear to have kept my stuff together. So, yeah. I won't be here next week. Next week was always planned to not be a week on the Friday, because it would be, and still is, but it would have been the usual end of season party at where I work. So we would all get together, have like a theme party, have some drinks, and do some awards for the cool stuff that we've done and the funny stuff that we've done. And I would be going to attend that. It's just got a note of more finalism, if that's even a word. It's more final this time around, and I'm definitely going to go, because even though we're actually going to be working for a week afterwards, I'm not going to leave my team for a second. I've actually cancelled all my holiday that I had during this month. I was going to finish off the holiday by having finish off this season with a little bit of holiday, and then come in for the last few days, say goodbye to everyone, then go into the winter routine. But I've cancelled all my holiday days just so that I can spend the time guiding my team through and making sure that they go off in the right directions, and then hopefully afterwards I can sort myself out. I've got a loyal team, and I'll be loyal to them, so I'm going to be there with them next Friday. I might do something on the following Saturday, but I'm not going to plan anything. It'll be like, hit that bell icon right now and you will know when I do a surprise out of the blue video. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And you guys should carry on painting, so please do that. Whatever it is that you're going to do between now and the next time that we see each other, please be safe, be kind, treat each other with love, treat every day like it's special. Keep on painting, get some colour on your grey, and I'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye. genuinely do love you all. Thank you so much for the constant support. I need this show more than you think. Cheers, guys. Bye.